So in the championship, Lawrence North will be in lane 1. Julie Ogden, Peyton Cunningham, Christina Nowens, and Lauren Wine. A couple of seniors, a junior and a sophomore. Chesterton in lane number 2 has Brittany Foscos, Shauna Four, Melena Socha, and Julia Campbell, just a freshman, as their anchor. Munster, Stacy Weirman, Nina Damjanovic, Elena Pitzes, and Jillian Homans. For Carmel, Carly Marshall, Lucy Kramer, Rhiannon Sheets, and Lacey Locke. They're in lane 4. In lane 5, Zoe Mattingly will lead off for Zionsville. Then Brennan, Simonson, and Newcomer. Hamilton Southeastern has Reich, Mercer, Will, and Hertzler. Homestead, Emily Duquette, a sophomore, Chelsea Rebert, Mariah Hamill, and Tori Bagan. And then for Center Grove in lane number 8, Haley Townsend, Lindsay Gassarowski, Regina Perez, and Kristen Nunnally. A couple of seniors and a couple of sophomores. So again, Lawrence North at the top of the screen in lane 1, then Chesterton, then Munster, then Carmel, Zionsville, Hamilton Southeastern, Homestead, and Center Grove as we prepare for the championship of the girls' 200-yard freestyle relay. And the meet record belongs to Carmel, set 1 year ago. Regan, Detro, Hammonds, and Mason set it with a mark of 132.75.
That state record is also the national record. Last year, Carmel set 2 national records. That's the one that they're trying to chase these records, because they know if you're shooting for a national championship, you got to shoot for those times. So they go for their own record. They put a target out there, and they're trying to swim for that time and not necessarily just to win it. Some of the key races here, Chesterton and Munster in that tight race, head-to-head right next to each other. Hamilton Southeastern, Homestead, and Center Grove all in the hunt right next to each other. So let's see if Nunnally bounces back as the anchored leg after that 500 freestyle and can pull Center Grove up and move up a couple spots in that 200 free relay. Score a few more points. Every point counts. Center Grove's got top athletes in the backstroke, the breaststroke, and a strong 400 free relay, but so does Munster. Some of the athletes that they have these traditions. You watch some of the athletes bend down and put their fingers on the block. There's a lot of traditions that many of the girls have. We'll see how many. We'll see the Carmel girls. See the Zionsville girls. All the girls down together in unity. Out strong in lane 3 with a great dive and breakout. That's Munster taking out the early speed. Lane 2, Chesterton, right off the blocks quickly. Again, great underwater work, Zionsville. I don't know if that might be Zoe Mattingly. Looks like Zoe taking it out very strong on the first 50 for Zionsville.
She is
no
the lead.
breathing.
Zionsville with the lead.
Some of these programs are just traditionally great on relay exchanges and not making mental errors in these tight races.
Carmel was second at the turn, by the way.
Wow, Southeastern. Southeastern out there chasing it down, and we've talked about it for years. Southeastern's with great relay exchange. Let's see what happened. They're doing a running track start. Good exchange. Carmel still coming up on in the middle of the pool with great underwater work. Cuts down the lead just off the dive in the breakout.
Hamilton Southeastern first, second Carmel, third Zionsville.
The meet record is the national record, 132.75. Southeastern not giving an inch right now. Let's see who's got the anchor leg. No breathing for the last 12.5 yards for either Southeastern or Carmel. Great relay exchange by Carmel. In the middle of the pool, Zionsville coming on strong. Great turn by Southeastern, making the race close. .134.58. Wow, great racing.
Again, the record 132.75, a 134.58. Carmel, your winner. In second, Hamilton Southeastern at 135.06. Zionsville was third. Munster was fourth. Chesterton fifth. Homestead finishes in the 6th position. Center Grove finishes 7th. And finishing 8th, Lawrence North. What a strong run by Carmel. 8th place going to Lawrence North. 7th place going to Center Grove with a time of 138.58. Homestead was 6th at 136.87. In the top 5 with a time of 136.54, Chesterton. 4th place, Munster at 136.31. In 3rd, Zionsville at 135.30. Your runner-up, Hamilton Southeastern, 135.06. And again, Carmel, your champion, with a time of 134.58. And Carmel set a state, meet, and national record at 132.75 a year ago. The winning team consisting of Lauren Jordan, Alexis Bullard, Megan Jex, and Margaret Ramsey this year. Last year, Logan Mason, Jessica Hammes, Megan Ditro, and Trish Regan were the foursome that set the record for the Carmel Greyhounds.
You know, the cream starts to rise to the top at the end of the meet. The athletes that are in the best condition, both physically and mentally, and you're starting to see the teams that need to score, that are in that tight team race, starting to finish at the top of every event, whether it's consolation, whether it's the consolation heat of a relay, consolation heat of an individual event. We saw that in the 500 with Chesterton, with Campbell, the freshman. You're starting to see those teams place in the top 4 or top 5. They know what's expected at this point. They train that way throughout the entire year. If you go into a swim meet hosted by any one of the top 5 teams here, most of the time they'll have practice before they actually have the competition itself. So they go into their meets fatigued in the dual meet season, knowing that that's what they're training for, is what's happening here, this type of format when they get here.
Well, some of the basketball teams I've coached over the years, none of them have been at the high school level, but at levels under that, primarily middle school. One of the things that we always tried to do when we really got after it in terms of scrimmaging and free throw shooting, we would do a lot of our conditioning, a lot of our sprints and things of that nature, and really get them at a point where they were fatigued. Started doing that in football some too. I mean, we would run our gassers, if you will, do our conditioning stuff, and then with no break, go right into our play perfect is what we called it, because that's when you're really challenged. You know, that's when you've got a little fatigue that adds to the battle. That's when your mettle is tested, and I think that's what allows, as you suggest, the cream to rise to the top.
All right, thank you very much, Mark. We'll be joined momentarily, as we are right now. Again, Carmel, again, the champions of the 200-yard freestyle relay. This time it's with Lacey Locke, Carly Marshall, Rhiannon Sheets, and Lucy Kramer. And guys, I know several of you participated in the first relay, which was the first event of the meet. Are there some similar strategies used in the second time around?
Yeah, obviously. It's just counting on your teammates and getting your hand on the wall, and that's what we were all trying to do, just get in and do the best we can.
Well, last year the Greyhounds set not only the state meet, but they set a national record in this event. You guys are obviously going out there to win the state championship, but are you, regardless, are you going out there racing against your opponents, or are you racing against the clock?
We're definitely trying to race our opponents, but we definitely wanted to get a record. We're always trying to better our time as well as race everyone else out there.
Well, despite the time nationally, you're the champs here in Indiana. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.